Before AI girlfriends were trending hashtags, before chatbots could tell you they loved you, before every guy had a digital waifu in his pocket, there was My Dear Marie, a 1996 OVA about one lonely genius who built the perfect woman and accidentally gave her a soul. The mid-90s were a magical, chaotic time for anime. Streaming didn't exist. You couldn't just find an anime, you hunted for it. You'd stumble on some random 3-episode OVA in a bargain bin, pop it into your VCR, and for the next 90 minutes, it felt like you'd discovered a secret world. This was the Wild West of anime fandom, a mix of hand-drawn, passion, questionable dubs, and glorious weirdness, and tucked deep in that era's shelves was My Dear Marie. Released in 1996 by Studio Pierrot, yeah, that's Studio Pierrot, the same one that would later give us Naruto, Bleach, and Tokyo Ghoul. But in the mid-90s, they were experimenting, trying out small, heartfelt projects before the big shonen boom. And My Dear Marie, it's one of those hidden gems that captured both the innocence and awkwardness of that time, equal parts sci-fi, rom-com, and quiet existential dread. If he grew up swapping fan tapes at conventions or recording off of late-night cable, this one feels like home. Meet Hiroshi Karigari, your classic 90s anime protagonist. Brilliant, awkward, terminally single. He's the kind of guy who can build a fully functional android from scratch but can't look the real girl he likes in the eye. Her name? Marie. And in one of the most oh no he didn't moments in anime history, Hiroshi decides to build a robot version of her. Because, that's totally normal. He gives her a personality based on what he thinks makes someone perfect. Polite, loyal, and possibly cute. But then something happens. His creation, Robot Marie, starts to change. She begins to feel things she wasn't programmed to. Jealousy, curiosity, love. And that's where this goofy little OVA turns surprisingly human. For all its slapstick and fan service, My Dear Marie is secretly about something deeper. The line between what we make and what makes us. It's a short OVA, only 3 episodes long, but it tells a complete emotional arc. From invention to self-awareness to heartbreak. And it does all that with just the right amount of 90s cheese. What makes My Dear Marie stand out even today is its texture. This was before digital coloring, before CGI cleanup. You can literally see the brush strokes and the shading. The color palettes are warm and imperfect. Soft blues, washed out pinks, that nostalgic VHS haze. It doesn't try to be flashy, it just feels alive. The soundtrack is minimal. Simple synth pads, piano twinkles, and the occasional guitar riff straight out of a 90s drama. Somehow, it works. Beneath all these jokes and awkward flirting, there's this underlying sadness. Quiet reminder that love can't be manufactured. You can coax someone to smile, you can stimulate affection, but you can't force connection. And that's why My Dear Marie captured perfectly. Long before we had real conversations about AI companionship or digital romance, it's like Chobits before Chobits, but with more VHS fuzz and fewer speeches about what it means to be human. So if it was that good, why don't people talk about it? Simple answer, timing. My Dear Marie came out right before the anime boom hit. A year later, Neon Genesis Evangelion changed everything. Suddenly the entire industry shifted. Bigger budgets, deeper stories, darker themes. And little romantic comedies like My Dear Marie, they just faded into static. No US broadcasts, no proper DVD releases, just a few fan subs, a handful of VH copies, and then silence. It didn't help that it only ran 3 episodes. Barely enough to build an audience before disappearing into the tape abyss. But that's the thing about lost media. It doesn't really vanish. It just waits for someone to press play again. Why it deserves a comeback. AI voices, AI art, AI companions. We live in the world My Dear Marie imagined, where love and loneliness coexist in code. And watching it now, it hits differently. It's not just cute or nostalgic, it's oddly prophetic. Because at its heart, My Dear Marie isn't about technology. It's about the human desire to be seen, to be understood. even if it takes building someone to do it. It's clumsy, it's sweet, and it's real. And maybe that's why it deserves a comeback. Not as a reboot, not as an AI remake, but as a reminder of when love stories were still a little awkward and analog. So yeah, maybe you've never heard of My Dear Marie, or maybe you had a grainy fan sub buried in a box somewhere. Either way, welcome back to Mike's World Official. This is the Lost Anime Files, where we dig up the forgotten, the weird, and the beautiful stories the algorithm left behind. Next time we're summoning something divine, Oh My Goddess, the OVA that made love literally fall from heaven.